This is an Elddis Xplore 304, just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. In front of the van you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll demonstrate these to you in person here on site. In the front locker you have your gas regulator on the bulkhead, with your gas pipe work coming down to the gas bottle itself. And on top of the gas bottle you have your gas valve, and you'll see on here it says open or closed. When it's open, that essentially means the gas is on, and when it's closed it means the gas is turned off. You have two gas bottle tie downs where you can carry a maximum of two 6 kilogram propane gas bottles, and you can have both of them in there at the same time while travelling, and you've also got some extra space in there for storage while you're travelling. On the side of the caravan you've got your heating and hot water flue, very similar to what you've got on the side of your house. Works in the same way, you'd never cover it up, so it needs to be open at all times. If you let anything against it, it does get hot while it's in use, so just be aware of that. Down the bottom, on the right hand side of the caravan, you have your your wind down legs to stabilise the caravan while it's on site. You need all four legs down while you're using the caravan, and they are just there for stabilising, not lifting the caravan. You then have your water pump connection. The water pump connection is there to push into this, and you push it into the side of the van and it locks in place. Push down the cover that slides up and down for the pump connection itself to lock the pump in place, and you've got your water pump pickup that drops down inside the aqua roll. You then have your fridge vents. The fridge vents are very simply there to allow hot air to come out the back of the fridge unit and take some cool air in. And behind the top right hand side you've got your gas flue for when you're running the fridge on gas also. Again, you'd never cover these up while the fridge is in use, as it does get very hot. Down the side of the caravan you'll find your wastewater connections. So essentially the large diameter holes are there to allow the wastewater out the side of the van. Fresh water goes in the front and the waste comes out here, and you'd have your waste master lay on the floor underneath with two bits of grey pipe going into the side of the van and into the top of the waste master. On the back of the caravan on either side you'll find the wind down legs to steady the caravan while it is in sight, and like I said, they are only there for stabilising, not lifting the caravan. On the door side of the van you have your toilet flush tank just here, so you put the key in and open this up, and you'll put 3.5 litres of water in here prior to use, and a cap full of the pink fluid. In the bottom you have your toilet waste cassette, which you very simply pull up the orange handle and pull the cassette towards you. The neck here turns out to tip the waste away. The grey cap is a measure for your pink and your blue fluid. Like I said, it's one cap full in the flush tank with 3.5 litres of water. Then in here you'll use one cap full of the blue fluid and 1 litre of water. On the back of the cassette you've got an orange pressure relief button, and you can press that button in when you are tipping the waste away so it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. The wheel nuts will torque while you're here on site, seeing as they've been tightened correctly, and we'll also demonstrate the motor mover to you in person. We've then got the battery box on the side of the caravan. Battery box is very simply there, so you can have your battery, your 110 amp leisure battery connected to the caravan with the two terminals on top, and then you've got your mains power lead coming into the box as well on the left hand side of that. Coming inside the caravan, as you can see, everything's turned on. But on the left hand side as you walk in the door you'll actually find your master control panel. So once you've got your power connected on the outside, or if you're just using 12 volt to power the caravan, you can turn on the master power just here. You've got your awning light for the outside of the caravan. You've got your internal lighting, which you can turn on and off, apart from the two 12 volt lights on the side there, which you'll need to turn off individually. Water pump run, which I'll come back to in a second, and then your voltmeter for the onboard battery at the top here. So the first thing you're going to need to do when you come into the caravan is come underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the caravan. Underneath here you'll find your hot water tank. Now on the side of this hot water tank, it's a little bit hard to show you in the video because of where it's placed, there is a yellow valve. That yellow valve, if you were to fill the water system up, needs to be pointing to the right hand side of the caravan. To drain the water system down, which we advise you do after every use of the caravan, you need to make sure that yellow valve is pointing upwards towards the bottom of the seat. So with that valve parallel with the floor, as you can see it is at the moment, just about, we then come back to the tap on board the caravan. Open all the taps up on the hot side of the water system, and then you'll turn on the water pump. So water pump on, and the water system will start filling up. You'll have every tap on board the caravan open completely. It's not just the kitchen one, I'm just doing it as a demonstration. Then once you've got water running out of every tap continuously, you'll shut all of the taps back off, and you can start thinking about warming the water on board the van. So you'll come back to the control panel on this as you come in the door, and below that you've got your options for your heating and hot water. On the top button here you'll see it says water heating. Now you hit the tap symbol and it will go to gas if you want to use gas to power the heating and hot water system. The green light here is a pilot light for that, and if it fails to ignite you've got a red warning light on this bottom right hand side. So green light means it's ignited. If the red light appears, it means it's failed to ignite. You've then got gas and 500 watts of electric at the same time. That'll allow you to warm the water system up on gas and electric at the same time. And again, the red warning light's down the bottom here. It will kick in on electric, but you can also use that as a boost for when you're showering on board the caravan. You've then got the same here with the gas symbol and 2 waves, as you see here, which is 1000 watts of electric as well as gas at the same time. You've then got 500 watts of electric on its own, 1000 watts of electric on its own. So depending on what power source you want to use, or if you want to shower on board the caravan, like I said, you've got the options to boost it here for showering and here. If you just want it to tick over gradually and you're on electric, then you'll use the 1 wave symbol. If you want to warm it up even hotter, you can have it on the 2. But that will depend on the amount of power you have coming into the caravan from the site you are on. Below that you have your options for the heating on board the caravan. Now let me go to the off position on here. So heating off, heating running on 500 watts of electric, heating running on 1000 watts of electric, and heating on running on 2000 watts of electric. Now again, that will depend on what caravan site you're on to what you set that to. You then also have the option to run the heating and hot water on gas. The heating on gas, and again, if it fails to ignite on gas, it'll illuminate this red light on the bottom right hand side. So you've got your 3 electric options and your gas option. Now to control the heating temperature, you have a minus and plus arrow here on the right hand side of the screen, and it will depend on where you've got that set to how hot the internal heating on the caravan gets. Microwave in the caravan works very much like your household microwave, no differences at all there. There will be some instructions in the manual pack that comes with the caravan. Hob, grill and oven, again, work very much the same as your household appliances, no difference at all. You'd ignite the gas up, so it allows everything to come on gas. And I would advise before you start cooking anything, you do just let it run 5 to 10 seconds to make sure you've got gas through to all the components on board the caravan. If anything did struggle to ignite on gas, like the fridge for any reason, again, I'd advise you to come to the hob, just because it is the last point on the gas system. So to operate the fridge, that is also very simple to do. You've got your power button on the left hand side at the top here, and as you can see at the moment it's connected to mains power, so we're using mains power to chill the fridge. You can control the temperature on electric or gas on this button on the right hand side that has the thermometer on it. If you want to run the fridge on gas and the gas bottle's turned on, you can select the gas option. If it fails to ignite, it will actually flash the blue flame symbol here and the red warning triangle on the right hand side. If you wanted to get the fridge to reignite on gas, because it had failed to ignite, you can press and hold the warning triangle for about 5 to 10 seconds and it will restart the igniting process, and at that point then this should go solid blue when it has ignited. If you're towing down the road and you want to use the fridge as a cool box, you can also do that. So you connect up to the car, connect the power supply from the caravan to the car, which is essentially the plug for the lighting for the rear of the caravan, and then you select the 12 volt mode. You do not need to have the control panel on by the door. You can have that turned off when you are traveling. You just need to turn the fridge on, select the 12 volt mode. Now at the moment it is indicating to me that we have no 12 volt supply coming from the car you're towing with, as we are not connected to a car, and it will not work off the 12 volt battery on board the caravan. The last thing we go through on this particular caravan is the toilet system in the bathroom. So in the bathroom you have your toilet. On the back of the toilet you have a blue button to flush the toilet system, so it's an electric flush. On the top left hand side of the toilet, of that little sill panel, you'll see there's a little indicator and a little dot. That little dot will illuminate red when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. Below the toilet you'll actually find that you have a grey waste handle. Now we do advise you have that grey waste handle open before you start using the loo, as it will allow the waste straight into the cassette underneath the van. That very simply works by sliding it across, as you can see. When you remove the waste cassette from underneath the van, you do need to make sure that grey flap is back in the central position, as if it is open at all it will not allow you to remove the waste cassette, as it will potentially break that grey handle off or break the mechanism that locks the toilet in place if you did try to remove it. Also, the toilet seat turns for your convenience, but again you would need to have the toilet seat in the position it is in now to allow the toilet waste cassette to be removed from underneath the caravan. So that is the Elddis Xplore 304. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'd be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon when you collect your caravan. Thank you for now. Bye bye.